Massive TT then for our Thursday programme at Sha Tin. This is where it starts. Race number 5, Class 4, 1,200 metres is the trip, headed by Bulbily. Back into Class 4 for the first time, in actual fact. Solar Wayway, runner-up on debut behind Speedy Dragon. Brave Command makes his debut for John Size and Joe Moret, as does Win 33. Voyage Star blinkers on for the first time. Red Horse, runner-up course and distance behind Midnight Rattler last time out. And Lucky finally draws a gate. He's got barrier 2. He's got some speed as well if he can get away on terms. Dylan Moe will ride. Empire of Patch and Luna Zephyr been up at Chung Fa. They came back in the middle of January.
This is a good little race to start off the TT, I fancy, with Lucky Voyage Star possibly sharing the lead early. Solar YY, judged on his first start, will either be there with them or hand up, or maybe even kick through and try and hold the lead. It'll be one of those three, but he should be in a striking position. Win 33 won't be too far away. He has exhibited some speed as well. So it should be a good tempo for the first.
Here he is, he's in front, Solar YY with Heavenly Thought. But Solar YY going nicely here this morning. No pressure on him, he's just striding out well, and he's made natural improvements since his first up second, where he just got beaten by Speedy Dragon. Here's another one of the first starters, Brave Command, 1,059. He's had 6 trials, so he's had plenty of work to get ready. But he had just a word of warning with him, he has been slow away in all 6, so there needs to just to jump out okay. And there Tawa is a horse that we've talked about occasionally, and he hasn't been going too badly as well. And he goes nicely here in the morning as well, Le Tawa.
You've been improving your French skills, Paul.
He's coming up a restricted company as well into open handicap here.
I thought you were going to say
me.
Yeah,
Paul's out of restricted.
$9.5 million going into the jackpot here, so an estimated dividend in the region of $18 million for the triple trio. We're going to have a short prize favourite. Let's start with him, Solar YY and trainer Frankie Law.
Solar YY, Frankie, he's had 1 run. What were your thoughts on that debut performance?
The first one is one good, and I think this time also one good, because this time he got a draw free, so it should be much better for him.
We saw him up on the speed last time out. Is that the way you'd like Zach to ride him again this time?
I think it depends by the speed. If no one wants to lead, I think we can lead in front, do it by himself.
What's his backstory, Frankie? 3 trials in New Zealand prior to coming to Hong Kong. Is he a horse that you picked yourself to bring to Hong Kong? What can you tell us about how he came over here?
Yes, because one of the agents just sent a video for me to me, and then I saw the video. It looks good, so I just bring him back to Hong Kong.
And with him as well, too, racing over 1,200 metres this time, but it's just his second start. What sort of horse do you think he could develop into the future?
I think later on he can go a little bit further, 14, 16, but at this moment just 12 first.
He's pretty professional on debut, wasn't he? Only beaten ahead by Speedy Dragon.
He did look very mature, didn't he, for a first starter? I've often got sort of, question marks over young horses, but he's pretty straightforward, isn't he? Jump and run, and I think he'll be hard to beat.
Yeah, I think he'll win. He's, he's made natural improvement. You're not going to get big spoils, but I think he can.
I think he'll be a good banker for TT players.
Yeah.
All right, it's race 5, number 2, Solar YY. What's one of his main rivals, Empire of Patch. 4th here, certainly improvement on his previous start. This is, again, behind Full of Beauty. Yeah, it's one of his best runs since he's got here in Hong Kong. He's now with John Moore as well. Again, Douglas White will take the mount on him. I've got him in. I think he'll run nicely enough once again, and he's definitely a young horse on the improve.
Yep, he's had some issues as well. This is just his 6th race start. There was a long gap between that 12th behind Honest Way and that first up 4th behind Full of Beauty that we're watching there. Has an engine. He'd be one I'd throw into the TT for sure.
Just quickly, when I said he's a young horse, I mean young. He hasn't had many starts. He's a 5-year-old.
Right.
So he's not that young. It's
just, experience on the racetrack.
Yeah.
Win 33. Now, missed his intended first start. That was back on the 23rd due to inappetence, but all OK for Thursday. Yeah,
I don't have a problem with that, inappetence. But he's 1,029 pounds, this horse. He's had 3 trials leading in, and the hood will go on him on debut.
I'll let that go through to the keeper. Last 2 trials have been OK, behind Silver Fig and Wonder Express, and the other trial was behind Authentic Champ, who actually ran OK himself. Poona Board, drawn OK. If you've got plenty like Paul, I'd put him in the TT. I didn't include him in my selections.
All right, but Solar YY special here, Paul?
Yeah, I like him. I think he'll come up short, though, so I've definitely got him on top. Solar YY. Voyage Star, I like him with the blinkers going on and the cheek pieces coming off. He's got barrier 11, so they will press forward, I'm guessing. What a legend. Was really good on debut and is 5th behind Tornado Twist, doesn't look too bad now as well. And then Empire Patch, as we mentioned, in there for 4th. 2, 8, 3 and 6. 2 will come up short. You just back him if you want, but I'd throw him in a few exotics to get a bit more cash.
Yep, and you can banker him in the TT, potentially even double banker with something else if you're quite confident. I think he's sort of a rock, really, for the TT, potentially. If he runs out of the 3, well, things are going to go ordinary, I would have thought, for a lot of people. Red Horse ran really well from similar situation. Bulbily gets the drop in grade. Hasn't won one yet, but I think he'll be competitive in this grade. And what a legend. I'm sure they'll ride him quiet from the 10 this time. And he really acted well, sort of coming from back first up. So 2, 11, 1 and 3. But you know, I think the 2 could be the banker in all sorts of stuff, really.
Yeah, no argument for me. He's in. I've left the debutants out as well. Brave Commander and Win-Win 33. I'll be watching them go around this time.